Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Squeezeback Show, Daddy Boxing Thing, Fashout TV right here. I'm with a very, very knowledgeable, blessed brother Jay. I'm going to be touching bases on a little bit of some history for our young folks and for the world. One of the things I'd like to talk to Brother Jay about today, because he shared something with me about this fatherhood. How you doing, Brother Jay? I know you're busy around the wheel right now, so you can just go ahead and just share your thoughts with me right here.
Morning, sir. I was telling the brother about when Obama was running for president, my contribution to him wasn't the $50 that I donated, but the opportunity to tell him about what I thought would make a good president.
Right.
And what I said to him in the short time I had to type it in,
Right.
there was a little box there, and was that where there's total wrong, there must be total change.
That's right.
You see, you can't cut out half the cancer, and say it's cured.
Right.
Or you can't claim that the operation was a success and we're sorry that the patient died.
Right.
That's not good.
Don't add up.
I gave an example of an inner tube. When bicycles had inner tubes, we get a flat and we put a patch, and after a while, you got to put a patch on top of the patches.
Right.
It's time to get a new inner tube.
That's right.
But what I suggested was that we have a new school curriculum. A new school curriculum, wherein after if a child becomes 12 years old, whatever grade level he is, at 12 years old, it's time to learn about life. Mm-hmm. You see, you learn about life like student exchange, where you learn from different cultures, from different backgrounds, that we would implement that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. I use my life as an example. I love my mom and dad to death. I was a mama's boy, mm-hmm. And I'm from the deep South, and being a child, I didn't know that we was poorer than anybody that you could think of, because I was always happy. Mm-hmm. I didn't know my mom and dad were alcoholics. It didn't matter to me. They always bought me something. The drunker they got, the more fun I had. Mm-hmm. I didn't have to go to school, none of that stuff. And I just didn't know. Well, the point I'm making here is that you can't know what you don't know.
That's right.
You can't blame kids for being the way they are if they learn from you. We're all born dumb.
That's right.
You see.
That's right.
And we learn from life's experience, what fashions our character. We become an example of the things that we live in, Everybody's motivated by suggestion. And that was my conversation with them. Now, there's times that people ask me to speak to young people about what they should do. The best I can tell them is what I did.
Right.
And how I learned from my mistakes.
Right.
And rather than you make the same mistakes that I made, I would tell you about how I suffered and what my mistakes cost me.
Right.
You see, Malcolm said, you shouldn't tell a prostitute not to prostitute unless you have something better for her to do.
That's right. That's right.
So you can't tell the kids you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't sell drugs, you shouldn't carry a gun unless you got something better for them.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? They learned about those things from me and you. If you see